It's Kanata. He has his own show down here at EsportsTV called Calling. Pretty interesting, especially if you can speak Korean. But guys, we're going into what could be the final game of the night between CJ Entus and Jin Air here at the finals, the Gold Challenger match of round number 2 of Pro League. It's Rogue, having gotten already 3 kills, going up against CJ's last hope.
Yep, he's sitting on a potential all kill here. He just has to win one more game. We don't know who it's going to be against, but it's safe to assume that it just might be ByuL.
I think it's got to be. He's been their second place for Pro League for this entire season so far. He's been playing incredibly well in Pro League, and he is their last hope. I think it's got to be him. And let's see who it is exactly in the booth. It's ByuL.
Oh! Yeah, it is ByuL. And look at that. 9-5 this season. Only 3-2 against Zerg. Let's never forget who gave Terra his one win, Valdez.
It was this guy. He's in the booth right now.
Never forget ByuL. That will haunt him to the end of the days. And unfortunately, I think he was designed to deal with Maru, but he's the last player. He has to get it done now. He's going to have to take down Rogue. He's going to have to probably take down SOS. And then he'll get his chance against Maru. He's going to have to do a reverse kill here. He's going to have to get 3 in a row.
Against 3 incredibly strong players at that. It's going to be hard for him. But like you were saying, he's beaten Maru. SOS, you know, he's been experimental in the PvZ mats for a pretty long time. He's only now starting to like slowly get better at that. And Rogue, you know, he's 3-1 versus Zerg. He's good in all matchups in Pro League, of course. But if you had to rank his ZZ, where would you put it?
Oh, God. Well,
I know it's like a hard question to just like throw straight in your face.
Yeah,
but
I don't.
Here I go, and I'm doing it.
Oh, my face. I would have to rate it pretty damn high, actually. I think he might even be favored against someone like ByuL simply because of the mistakes and losses ByuL has suffered in the past in this matchup.
Yeah, there's that. You know, ByuL is not the most solid CVZ player. He's definitely a good, strong CVZ player. But I think he's better in the CVT matchup. And Rogue, he's got a great opportunity here to just end it. But let's see, 69% for ByuL up against Rogue. A lot of confidence, CJ Entus and ByuL fans tonight.
Yeah, well, ByuL is going to have to do it, or CJ are going to be out. And we are going to see Jinner win this whole round 2 playoff. I don't know, Rogue has so much momentum behind him.
Yeah.
And he's playing so damn well. I don't think I've ever seen Rogue play this well. He's really shining today.
This is like his star performance right now. This is where he comes out and just shows the world what he's truly got inside of him. With all the BS pushed aside, with all of his nerves or what have you, he's shown up today. He's gotten 3 kills in a row against 3 very strong opponents. And now he's got one more ahead of him in ByuL. Can he possibly do it? I'd say yes.
It's looking likely. No pressure, though. He doesn't have to all kill him.
Yeah.
He does have Maru waiting for him in the back. He does have SOS there as well.
And let's get into the game right now, guys. It's going to be ByuL versus Rogue for what could be the last match of the night on Deadwing. Up here in the top right, in the red for CJ Entus, their last hope, it is ByuL.
Ooh, a lot of CJ fans in the audience. Down here in the bottom left, it is the player who has won 3 in a row. It is Rogue. Looking absolutely amazing today. Really lifting when it counts.
Yeah, these are the type of players you need on your team. You need solid players who will come out every day, every week, and get wins after wins to get you into the playoffs. But then you also need those players to come into playoffs and perform and just be better under pressure. You'll have this in all sports. There are players that are good in the regular season, but when it comes to postseason playoffs time, sometimes they choke. And then maybe sometimes you'll have the opposite. Players who are not so good in the regular season, but then they come out to play in the playoffs. But in terms of Rogue and where he is here in Pro League for Jenner, he's done both. He has incredible results in Pro League. He's 9-2, I believe, overall in the regular season so far for rounds 1 and 2. And he's already gotten 3 kills against CJ Antis, taking out Hero, Young, and Sky High.
It's so interesting, too, because he is the player that falls short quite often in the individual leagues. Like, he does crumble under the pressure when he's by himself, but when he has a team behind him, a team watching his every move and really relying on and counting on him to take the wins, he really excels. It's kind of funny how that happens. What did that say, Valdez?
He was talking to his friend. He's like, hey, are you watching? It's really fun. Next time you got to come to the studio.
You also get free pizza if it's a playoff.
You do. Those are the 2 kids.
Oh, no. They're going to be
Coach
heartbroken.
Park, I'm so sorry.
He's going to come home in a bad mood tonight. He loses one more game. Poor kiddies. Uh-oh. GG Girls going for CJ. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, let's go, CJ. You can do it.
It's all up to ByuL here. It's not even CJ. It's all on ByuL's shoulder.
Yeah, they actually should be putting ByuL in their cheerfuls and nothing else. ByuL can do it too, you know. He is the second best player, I'd have to say, on CJ. He is the player that got the second most amount of wins in the season to get them to this playoffs. He can take down 3 players, especially the 3 players that are left over. But it's going to be so dangerous. And starting with this matchup alone, you know, in a best of 1, very unforgiving. Very volatile.
Already we're having both of these players spawn, cross spawns here. So we're having a big map. Probably the biggest in the pool, the longest rush distance. It's up there.
It's up there, Valdez. It's a big one indeed. And no commitment to speed just yet from either player, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, both of them banking a bunch of gas.
Yeah, going to stay on that for now.
Looks like ByuL keeping 2 drones into the gas, whereas Rogue is only keeping 1. Based on the gas mining, you can see in the top, it's pretty slow for Rogue. And yeah, we're just going to have a bit of a longer one here, I think. Both players are going to try to macro up. We might have Roach versus Roach.
Yeah, it seems like it might just be Roach versus Roach. They're going to try and scout each other out with these lings, try and find exactly what's going on. But besides that, they're not going to see much. We're even seeing a defensive Baneling Nest from Rogue. And yeah, these players just want to kind of transition. But look at this. Oh, it's actually a pretty cool thing that he did see the Baneling Nest finish. But this Ling's going to get a huge scout off. And he does cancel it as well. See, this is forcing Lings out. This is forcing more of a defensive posture from ByuL. So the mind games have already begun. Such a smart move. I'd love to see that. I love that.
Yeah. And ByuL just Rogue just pumping out as many drones as possible.
And throwing
them out a little bit earlier. And yeah, wow.
This is it, man. This is the mind games that we're seeing right now. He thinks it's going to be Ling, Bane, you know, on the map very potentially. So he's making a SimCity already. He's got enough queens out to defend the front. But that's not what he's doing at all. He's going for a fast third base and droning like crazy.
ByuL saw it, too. He saw the third base going down.
He did. Well, you know what? You can actually expand with a third base if you're going for Speedling, Baneling. You know, you can apply pressure on the map, defend against anything early on. So he's like, well, he's going to go for that fast third, so I'm going to have to be greedy, defend my 2 bases, and just go straight into roaches from here.
Whoa. Both players just droning up super heavily. Do see the double upgrades coming in here for ByuL first. He's getting the melee upgrades as well as the carapace.
Yeah, look at that. I like this from ByuL. This is a pretty cool follow-up. It's going to mean that Rogue is going to really have to get a decent SimCity going at the third base, or he's going to have to make an incredible amount of roaches and have them in a good position, not to get completely surrounded by 1-1 Lings. It's going to be a big window of opportunity for ByuL coming up.
Let's see what he can do here. He's got 2 more scouting Lings coming in here. 1 queen going to get some damage down. He's not going to be able to block that, actually. 2 Lings.
He's going to let it through. It's amazing how greedy Rogue is playing, actually. It's almost inspirational. But he's going to have to start making roaches soon because 22 Lings are on the charge. They're all queued up, ready to come.
Ooh, saving that drone. Nicely done. Yep, there are those Lings. He's going to hide them. For now, he's going to make a huge swell of them and then just try to charge Roach third base.
Well, finally, we are seeing roaches start to be made. Only 2, though. This is looking kind of scary
It's
already.
only 2. He's got no wall at the third base, of course. He's got 1 queen over there. And ByuL is going to have +1/+1 for these links.
Yep. See, I think at this point, Rogue has to sack the third base, defend at the natural. That's his only way he's going to get through this without completely losing the game. He's going to see them now. They're coming across the map.
He's got to do something. He's only got 2 roaches out here. He can definitely block that wall, and like you said, it looks like he may just sack this third base.
Yeah, he's going to have to. He's just going to let it go. But that's still so many lings. Going to kill that for sure. Oh, what are you doing, Rogue? Do you really want to defend against this? It's going to be 1-1 lings in just a moment.
It's going to be 1-1. Maybe he doesn't know. It has finished now.
Lets it go. Very smartly so. This will put him behind in economy, obviously, for the time being, but better that than dying.
Is there a way he can actually just do a big counterattack with these roaches? He's going to have 1-1.
Well, not really.
Or maybe not 1-1, but just +1 attack.
Yeah, not really. I think he could probably follow up with a roach bailing attack. That would probably be the most efficient way to deal with it. But there's always going to be the threat of counterattack now, because there's so many lings on the map, and they can do so much damage.
Yeah. He remakes the third base for now, but he's making only units as well. He's making roaches and lings.
Look at the supply, mind you. 20 supply lead for Rogue, despite losing that. And this is the threat right here. This is the big threat. These lings can just run around and stop Rogue from ever getting to his base.
And that's so annoying. Rogue, he doesn't have speed finishes yet. Oh, bit of a misstep there from ByuL, losing a bunch of lings. And it seems like Rogue definitely wants to put the pressure on now. And ByuL, it doesn't look like he even wants to go for a counterattack. Just once again losing some lings.
Yeah, funnily enough, he's going to try and run around them now, it looks like.
But it's so far away. I mean, I guess he can pick off some reinforcements, but there's already a huge number of units here for ByuL. Lings coming from behind. They get a really nice surround. A ton of lings actually coming from behind, but is it enough?
I'm not sure if it is, because that is 1-1 lings. They're going to take so many hits from these roaches. And that's so many roaches of ByuL. Might have been an ill-fated attack.
You see ByuL going ahead and supply, and with the defensive advantage, with all of these queens, 3 in the back getting the transfusions down, it looks like ByuL's going to hold this just barely.
Going to hold it off for now. And a little overcommitment there, but I don't think Rogue is out of it just yet, because he does have that base up and mining once again, and he did force out a lot of units that maybe ByuL did not want to make at that time.
That is true, but you see a pretty heavy lead here for ByuL in terms of drones. Rogue is going to try to catch up here, make a bunch of drones of his own. He's got +2 on the way. Pretty
even roach count right now. He should have probably got that +2 a lot earlier. He did have the opportunity to upgrade it while he was attacking. Instead, it looks like he just really wanted to go for that all-in kill.
Yeah. Now ByuL, he's got double upgrades. He's going to finish that armor +2 for all of his units. Pretty even game. He's also getting that burrow. It's pretty...
Yeah, but no burrow movement just yet.
Yeah.
So it's going to obviously help with the repairing the roaches, regenerate them. There's no way they're going to kill each other for now. We actually are seeing a supply lead once again for Rogue. Maintaining that. But it's a very easy to defend base here at the third base. You do have that ramp at the top. And even this choke between the third and the fourth. It's just such a great position to defend against other Zergs from. You're going to always have that concave advantage. Now we are actually seeing Rogue move across the map once again. Got to be careful, though. Doesn't want to overcommit.
Nice contaminate, by the way, on the Eva Chamber. He gets that +2 attack of Rogue. ByuL does. So he's going to delay that for a while here. Looks like just taking down the creep. Here's Rogue. He does not want to commit to any kind of attack just yet.
He's still playing catch-up, essentially, because that fourth base just finished with ByuL. So he just threw his down. And we're just simply staying on roaches. We're going to be staying on roaches for a while, guys. No Hydra Den on the map at all. No Infestation Pit. Nothing like that.
We got Burrow finished here for ByuL, and I think he's 1-2 with these roaches,
whereas
Roach is 1-1, or rather, Rogue is 1-1.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, as well, there's no way you're going to sneak roaches in on this kind of base positioning, because they're going to be running through this choke no matter what. And now that there's Overseers, they're not going to find it. He's going to try and apply some pressure, but look, Overseers are waiting already.
Waiting, and he's got a gigantic concave. If I were ByuL, I would not want to attack into this.
Yeah,
looks like he's just poking for now.
Trying to poke around.
Trying to get his own little concave at the same time.
Both players maxed out at this point. Ooh, nice little.
I like this from Rogue. ByuL's got to be very careful.
Now it's about seeing them transition. Where are they going to go from here? Are they going to just simply build their banks up? Are they going to throw down that hydrogen or that infestation pit?
We got another contaminate on the +2 of Rogue, and now it looks like ByuL, he wants to go for the attack.
Even that attack might not be enough, you know? Even with the upgrade advantage, he's going to have that concave.
This gigantic concave, in fact. Let's see if it's enough. It's incredibly close right now. It's really, really hard to tell which of these players is going to come out ahead. The +2 attack is not up for Rogue, and it looks like ByuL's just going to have too much in terms of upgrades and that advantage. He's got a lot of reinforcements coming across the map. Rogue also not fighting with the queens. At the same time, it is still incredibly close.
It's very close. We are seeing the reinforcements come out, so he will hold for now. He's going to try and get as much roaches as he can as they retreat.
He needs to.
Oh, very nice. This is going to definitely put him back in it.
He really needs to get as many of these drones as possible. We still see ByuL up in supply.
Up in supply, but he has stabilized. He didn't take any economic damage.
I think we're just going to see a follow-up attack here from ByuL.
Yeah, he's going to try and end it now.
And he may just be able to
heal up his roaches with Burrow. These speedlings might actually put him out of position, giving Rogue even more time to stabilize, get that roach count back up to max.
It's pretty cute, but again, it's a decent amount of roaches that he is losing by this, but again, he's buying himself a lot of time.
Yeah, very smartly burrows as well. Wow. Just keep making roaches, Rogue. Don't even stop. You got to get it up. And we are going to see ByuL move across the map and go for that kill move. He is maxed out. He does have the roach advantage for now. But that concave is in favor of Rogue.
It is once again, but are there just too many roaches here for ByuL? The reinforcements are coming in for Rogue, but they are a little bit late. Again, incredibly close here. With the reinforcements of ByuL as well coming across the map. Both players have a pretty good concave, but Rogue is slightly better.
Yeah, Rogue's just slightly better. I think he might stabilize if we see a few more roaches come across out of the Remax.
The reinforcements are coming in, but he still has to wait. Contaminates on both hatcheries there. And now Rogue's army is actually split up. He's trying to run to the top left. A lot of these roaches in trouble.
And look at that Rogue. He can't spend his money. He's got such a bank, but no lava.
Oh my God. He's actually going to come back with his roaches. He's going to save them.
He's going to save them, but I mean, he's leading that whole army to his death, essentially. 21 roaches on the way now.
Yeah. Looks like the Koreans are focusing on the fact that Rogue is actually, he has a deficit here in gas, and he hasn't taken all the gases in his base.
That is definitely one way to look at it. Yeah, it's definitely a disadvantage. But still, Rogue making more roaches, trying to max out at this point.
He's trying to hold on, man. He's trying his hardest. Once again, a really big concave, but are there enough units here for Rogue? The question remains.
I'm not sure. It's hard to say. More and more reinforcements are coming in from the top. The top concave should be an advantageous one for Rogue. The bottom one, though, not looking too good.
And the Queens, you know, some really nice transfuses coming in here. It looks like Rogue is going to hold on just barely again. Just barely. But once again, reinforcements coming in here for ByuL. This game is on a knife's edge. ByuL is definitely ahead, but he can't seem to end it.
He is always ahead in these exchanges, but barely is Rogue holding on. And we are, look at that clear food advantage for ByuL again. Maxed out already, and 172 for Rogue. He's holding on, but he's always behind.
You guys see the advantage here in roach number 64-42. Rogue, though, he is maxing out. They're going to pop out here in a second. Rogue has sent a bunch of his roaches, actually. I think like 4 of them to the top. And again, a really nice concave here for Rogue.
That's a beautiful concave. That should be more than enough to deal with this, maybe. But there's so many just reinforcements coming down for ByuL that I don't know if he actually can hold on this time.
Rogue's got his own reinforcements at the same time. But let's see. It looks like ByuL may just have just enough here to end the game.
This finally might be the nail in the coffin. More roaches still spew out for Rogue, though, but he's going to move to the top of his ramp.
It's really, really close. Still more reinforcements come out, and look at this. 3 roaches are keeping a bunch of the roaches of ByuL back in his base. Rogue, once again, buying some time.
He's buying very important time.
Somehow, some way.
Somehow, some way. He's always behind in supply, but he's still making it work. Just the concaves are so key when you're going into these kind of fights.
I cannot believe Rogue has held down this much.
No, me neither. And look at this. He's still keeping units out on the map just to buy more time. Just try and get back to max. If he can actually just have a fair fight for once, with both of them maxed out, he should be able to crush the army and maybe even stabilize. Until then, though, he's fighting for his life. He's on life support right now.
Yep. 11 more roaches. They're popping out right now for Rogue, but they're not here in the beginning of the fight.
Another good one.
Yeah, the concave here is much better for Rogue once again.
And look at
ByuL, he's just trying to trade.
He's trying to trade, but maybe a little overcommittal from ByuL. It's still not advantageous, but so many roaches coming out. This might be it.
Oh my God, what?
Oh no.
Those are changelings actually blocking. A ton of roaches are not fighting this fight.
That's going to be it.
The changeling block.
The changeling.
Keep 5 of those roaches out of the fight somehow. Really cool trick there from ByuL. May just be enough to win in this game.
I mean, if he had noticed for just 1 second that these
oh my God. And I think Rogue's seen it. GG.
Wow.
ByuL keeps CJ Anthus' hopes alive.
He finds a way with changeling. What a sneaky way to deal with it.
What is this series, Moonglade? Every single game is...
I couldn't believe it, man.
Incredibly exciting.
It's so funny that changelings are the ones that give him the victory in the end.
ByuL, he wants to keep Coach Parks, his dreams alive, the dreams of his children. They want a happy dad to come home tonight, but he's got to take down 2 more monsters in SOS and Maru. Those have to be the 2 players they use, I would assume, unless they prepared some kind of sneaky sniper here for ByuL. It's definitely possible. You know, maybe Trap comes out instead of SOS or something, but
maybe.
At the same time, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
You're going to have to wait and see. The children are happy, at least for another game. And let me have a quick look at this next map. It is going to be Vani Research Station.
Oh, baby.
Now, we could see a number of players come out on this map. It could be Maru.
You think it's Maru?
It could be. I'm not sure if they want to use a Protoss on this map. Probably not. It might have to be Maru.
It wouldn't be bad. You know, even if he does go down, you got King Sejong Station as the last map. I think SOS would be a lot more comfortable on that map. Yep. You don't necessarily have to use Maru as your last player because you know that you only have to defeat ByuL. It doesn't really matter if he plays now or later. The only thing that matters is the map that he plays on. So I think we're going to see Maru here.
I think you're right. I think it's time for the best Terran in the world, and the ace player of Jin to come out and clean things up here.
Clean up crew Maru. We've seen him get multiple wins in the past to get him here. Their team, Jin, and maybe this time all he's got to do is take down one incredibly strong Zerg player in Rogue, or rather ByuL.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Rogue is also incredibly strong, Valdez. Yes. You weren't wrong there, mate. ByuL there. I am afraid, even if Maru does come out, because ByuL no doubt was practicing for this matchup, this match. So we can only hope we're going to see a good game here.
Today's been such a good day, man.
This has been some of the best StarCraft we've seen
all
year long in Pro League especially. You know, it's been so much fun.
Just super excited for every single game. You know, even like the one that Rogue killed Sky High on with that big roach all in there, just staying on like 57 drones.
Oh, it's fantastic.
This map, that one that we just had, the ZVZ, like roach battles over and over and over again, and finally ByuL wins it with a changeling block.
It shows you the importance of concaves in that matchup. Like when it's roach versus roach, it's all about positioning and nothing else. Like that is all you need. And he was always holding on from like a supply deficiency. Like
it's pretty insane.
I think that's the word for it anyway. But we're going to find out soon who's going to be the player. My bet's on Maru.
Yep, I'm with you on that one, man.
Yeah, I don't think there could be anyone else at this point. Not for Vani Research Station, at least.
No. Just going by maps, you want to put the player that you think is going to win on that map specifically. You got 2 options here. Like I was saying before, I suppose they could use Trap, but I don't know. At this point in time, I feel like SOS, a bit more experience, even on the big stage. You know, he's won gigantic tournaments before.
Yeah.
Trap's been a finalist, you know, especially recently going down to Zest. But, of course, different matchup, different times. I feel like just in general, if I were the coach of Jin, I would be a bit more confident in SOS to use him instead. And there's no way they're not using Maru. We'll just put that on the table. They're using Maru.
They use like SOS and Trap and they lose it. I'm like, well, you probably should have thought about that. They use Symbol.
I'm like, sorry, Symbol, but
what if it was actually
Symbol and Terminator?
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Well, I guess it's possible that they prepared some kind of sniper and they want to use that and then maybe save Maru for the end, but I just don't really see it, to be honest.
No, me neither. We'll find out in just a moment there.
Yeah, still waiting on that. I saw they already handed off the the name slip to show the other team who exactly it is.
Okay, all right.
But
I wonder if we're gonna get to see maybe another GG Girl dance before we. It'd
be nice.
Go.
Maybe if ByuL wins this one, we go before that. Ace match, the final match, possibly.
Maybe.
It's nice that you guys actually get to see that dance because I remember in the past,
that's
from
right.
last season of Pro League, they would put them on stage to dance during the breaks.
I'd
be like, what's the
time.
point? Like they miss on stream at least.
The stream would
on
love
TV
to see
too.
this. No, it's a bit of a shame.
So I like what they're doing here.